March Madness 2015, the Final Four. Number 1 Wisconsin versus number 1 Kentucky, as we had the number 1 seeds from the West in the Midwest regions respectively facing off to the Badgers and the Wildcats going at it. The Wildcats jumped out to a quick lead, but then Wisconsin responded. They took the lead back. They went up by as many as 9 points in the first half, but then Kentucky finished strong as they went on a 13-4 run to take the lead by 4 near the end of the first half, but then Bronson Koenig hit a jumper to tie the game up at 36 as it went into intermission. So we had a tie game at halftime. Then coming out of the locker rooms, both teams would go back and forth, and then Wisconsin down by 1 went on a 9-0 run to take the lead by 8. Then Kentucky down by 4 later in the second half went on an 8-0 run to take the lead by 4. Wisconsin responded with an 8-0 run of their own to take the lead back by 4, including a huge 3-point shot by Sam Decker with less than 2 minutes left. So then after Sam Decker hit 1 of 2 free throws, it would be 64-60. And then Aaron Harrison would hit a layup to bring the game within 2 points with less than a minute left to play. Harrison would also draw the foul and pick up the and one as he hit the free throw, and it was now a 1-point game. Frank Kaminsky would then draw a foul and go to the free throw line with less than 30 seconds left to play, and Frank Kaminsky hit 2 of the biggest free throws of his life to put the Wisconsin Badgers up by 3 with the score 66-63. Wisconsin then took a timeout, and then Kentucky would draw a foul as Karl-Anthony Towns would go to the line. He made the first shot. It was now a 2-point game, but he missed the second shot. Kaminsky grabbed the rebound, and then Koenig was fouled, and so now Bronson Koenig would go to the free throw line as the Badgers were up by 2, and he hit the first shot and he hit the second, and it was now a 4-point lead for Wisconsin with just seconds left on the clock. Kentucky took a timeout. They came out of the timeout. They set up for the 3-point shot for Aaron Harrison, and he missed, and so now Wisconsin grabbed the board, and Koenig was going back to the line. He shot the free throw. He missed the first one, but he made the second free throw, and it was now a 5-point lead for Wisconsin. Kentucky turned the ball over, and Frank Kaminsky would go back to the free throw line for the Badgers, and he would bury both free throws to seal this one as he would put Wisconsin up by 7 with just less than a second left. Tyler Ulis threw up a 3. It was no good, and the score would come to a final close at 71-64 as the Wisconsin Badgers are headed to the championship game as they hand the Kentucky Wildcats their first defeat of 2015, going back to 2014 as the defending champions have been dethroned. They are no more. We will have a new champion as it will be Duke versus Wisconsin in the championship game, and it can't be understated how huge this is for Wisconsin to beat Kentucky. Kentucky was everyone's favorite to go all the way, although I did personally pick the Badgers in my bracket. But Kentucky was undefeated, and they hadn't lost all year long, and now finally their undefeated streak comes to a close. They had won 38 straight games, and now Wisconsin hands them their first loss of the 2014-2015 NCAA year. And here in the tournament, just 1 game away from the championship, as Kentucky made it all the way back to the Final Four after winning all last year. But that's not happening this year, as the Wisconsin Badgers, representing the Big Ten, are going to the championship game against the Duke Blue Devils. And how did Wisconsin do it? Well, they did it by a dominating presence in the paint, as they were dominating on the boards. They had twice as many offensive rebounds as the Wildcats, and they had 12 more rebounds overall. Wisconsin's defensive rebounds was the total of Kentucky's total rebounds, as Wisconsin had 22 defensive rebounds, and that's all Kentucky had total, as Wisconsin outboarded the Wildcats 34-22. The Badgers also hit twice as many three-pointers and twice as many free throws, as the Badgers hit 7 three-pointers versus just 3 for the Wildcats. And the Badgers had 18 of 22 shooting from the free throw line versus 9 of 10 for Kentucky. Both teams shot high from percentage standpoint, but the Badgers kept getting to the line. They kept drawing those fouls, and that was the key in this game. Their strong presence in the paint. They had more assists, although Kentucky had more blocks and more steals and actually shot for a higher percentage from the field, but just slightly, as they shot 48.1% versus 47.9% for Wisconsin. But for the Badgers, they had 4 starters in double digits, including a double-double for the man himself, Frank Kaminsky, who comes up huge in this game with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. And Sam Decker, 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Bronson Koenig, 12 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, and a steal. Nigel Hayes, 12 points, 5 boards, and 1 assist. And Josh Gasser, 3 points, 4 boards to round out the starting 5. And coming off the bench, Trayvon Jackson had 6 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists. And Tujay Dugan had 2 points, 1 board, and 1 assist as well. And for Kentucky, they had 3 starters in double digits, 1 point shy of having 4 starters in double digits, and 1 rebound shy of Karl-Anthony Towns having a double-double, as he had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. And Andrew Harrison had 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and a block. Aaron Harrison had 12 points and 3 rebounds. And Trey Lyles, 9 points and 1 rebound. And Willie Cauley-Stein really didn't do much in this game. Only 2 points, 5 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. And off the bench, Tyler Ulis, 6 points, 1 assist, and 2 steals. And Devin Booker, 6 points and 1 rebound. So that was all your scoring from both teams. But the Wisconsin Badgers, they said, their presence in the paint, they were drawing the fouls, they were hitting those threes, and the Badgers are moving on after a huge performance all tournament long and all year long. They are in the championship game. They will be facing Duke Monday night, so definitely check back for the recap of that one. But as for this one, the final score, Wisconsin 71, Kentucky 64.